The other reaction that I do find funny, though, I don't know if you saw Hillary posted. It's a merch. She's doing a merch drop in light of this, of like a mug that's like the one who was right about everything. But it's like, what? I don't even really understand what that means. Like, what were you right about? Like, everyone, it was widely acknowledged that Trump was a nasty guy. You know, that no one liked him. Like there was a very common belief. Like, Hillary had all these massive endorsements from like newspapers and celebrities and all kinds of people. Like we all recognized that Trump was indeed bad. The Orange Man was bad. It's not like Hillary was this lone voice of reason when everyone was saying, "Yeah, this guy seems fantastic." Like this was not like what did you warn us? What did you do?
She cracked the code, man. She figured out he was corrupt. No one knew. Even her own supporters didn't know.
Yeah, she probably found that out when her and her husband were like going on golf trips with him, or like attending similar.
This guy who came to our daughter's wedding is terrible.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I've hung out with him many times. He's an awful guy. Yeah, that's funny though. It's like, what did you warn anyone about? I genuinely don't understand what she thinks. What she thinks that is, but you know.
Yeah,
I guess that's part of the other thing is that like while it is funny, but I think like for all the sort of like the real kind of Democrat partisans that are really like celebrating over it and memeing and laughing and dunking on Trump, like, you know, I'm happy for them, but you're losing to this guy though. Like that's the reality right now. This is a guy that's on pace right now. I don't know if it's going to happen. Maybe it won't. Currently, he's like outperforming the current sitting president right now in a number of like key swing states. So, you know, I'm glad these people are having a good time, but maybe that's something they might want to engage in some self-reflection on. You know, if this was such an unprecedented disaster for Trump, you know, I think the fact that you're currently losing to him is maybe not as much of a cause for celebration as maybe you might want to think it is.
The school of thought among a lot of pollsters is that this will change things, that there are people who were kind of waiting to see. Independents wanted to see the outcome of some of these cases, and there was polling that suggests, and of course this isn't bulletproof, but there was some polling that suggested the numbers would turn, people would change their position if he were to be found guilty of something. So I can't imagine it would be anything more than a few points. Maybe it will change the makeup in a couple swing states, but I mean, some of these are so bad. Some of these states are so bad, it's like double-digit differences. I can't imagine it would shift that much to sway those.
I'm really laughing right now at the idea of somebody in 2024 waiting for this result to drop to be like, I don't know about this Trump guy. I don't know. Yeah. Let's wait to find out. Let's wait till this drops, and then we can finally make a fucking decision on whether this guy's worthy of my support or not. Like
one of his five
the
criminal
2016
trials.
election was literally 8 years ago. Like there's a large sample size that you have to work with here to form some kind of a moral judgment on this man. Like, you know, I'm still not convinced. Let's wait for the ruling to drop here, and then we'll come to a decision finally. I think that's funny.
Yeah, it makes no sense, but independent voters and people like that they make no sense. They're totally incoherent.
No, that's true. Yeah, I think that's an important point that sometimes we lose sight of, that there's people that are like just completely incoherent in the things that they believe and are the things that animate them as like voters or political actors. I do find like the reaction from the right quite funny too, like the Tim Pools of the world, like civil war. The America has fallen. We're no longer a nation of laws.
He's going to post an extra YouTube video every week. He's going to be on the front lines of the content battle. You're fucked, man. We're all fucked. He's going to war. He's taking the beanie off.
Well, let's not go too crazy there. You know, that's never going to happen. Yeah, but just in general, this whole reaction from the right about this, just like now you're telling me that it's illegal to illegally launder money to pay off sex workers and hush money using campaign funds, and it's like, well, yeah, it is illegal to do that. Actually, like, you know, if you're not a nation of laws, then any powerful person can just get away with whatever they want at any time. So this is actually an example of, for once, one powerful person, actually having some kind of slap on the wrist for engaging in corruption and illegal activity.